everyone, welcome back to the Makisode YouTube channel. How are you today? It's a beautiful weather out, and then we're bringing you a beautiful tutorial as well. All right, so today I'm going to be talking you through how to work to divide your tube into panels. As you can see, this is a tube, but I'm coming to that. Before I get started, are you new to our channel? If you are new, do go subscribe. On a weekly basis, we bring you brand new videos, inspiring you on all of the possibilities of crochet. We also bring you how we made one of our own bespoke pieces. Yes, when this top is done, I'm sure going to come and walk you through how we made all of it. But maybe while we're talking about this, I might just give you one or two or three tips and tricks that you need. Yeah, we talk patterns, we demystify what one celebrity or another wore. We walk you through all of the tips and tricks that you need to make your crochet life a lot easier. All right, yeah, we have our galleries up on Instagram. For wedding day apparel, you can find those at Makisode Weddings. And then for everyday corporates and casuals, accessories, decor, you can find all of that at Makisode Models. Do well to follow, do well to like, do well to leave a nice comment, and do well to share our content. Would really love that. All right, so what do we have here? So we're making a top, right? We're making a top, and then we started at the base. We started at this base. Of course, if you could recognize this for intermediate and advanced level crocheters, I'm sure you recognize this as the ribbed pattern. So that's the base of the blouse, and then we worked up in half double crochet stitches. So at the point when you get to the armpit region, of course, you need two different panels now. You need the back panel and you need a front panel. All right, so essentially it was a tube, because when you worked your ribbed pattern, you had to join it together at some point. Where did we join? I think our joining is somewhere. Oh, somewhere here. Yep, somewhere here. It's not very conspicuous because we join deftly. We can teach you how to join such that your joining will not be so conspicuous. All right, so we had this tube. This tube started from here and ends right there. So in order to now get what part would work out as your back panel and what part works out as your front panel, you have to do a division. So let's say you had 100 stitches all together. It means that 50 stitches belong to the back and 50 stitches belong to the front. However, you may not want to start your working up at the exact center. Why? Your arm needs a seat. All right, your arm needs a seat. So this U right here is going to form a seat for the arm. So this is already the back panel worked up. So we left out 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The 2 middle stitches where we have our stitch markers right there, and then the next 2. So we'll be starting work in this particular stitch and work all the way to this particular stitch right here, just beside the right after the 1C. So this is where you have your stitch markers. I don't know how clearly you can see that. So you have your stitch markers inside these 2 stitches. We skipped this one and started working here. So we're going to work all the way and then get to this part. We're not going to be working into that stitch right there, but we will definitely work into the stitch here, not this one. This is where the stitch marker is. This stitch here is going to be left free, and then we're going to be working into that one. So we'll have those number of stitches to work. So that's about it. Now you have divided your tube, right? You have that side and then you have this side. This side we had already worked up. So this part is where I'm going to be working up next. So essentially what we do is to insert your yarn into the particular stitch, that you decided that that's where you're going to be working from. Okay, so yeah, I've got my yarn right here, and for demonstration, yeah, so this is it. I'm going to be inserting my hook. Like I said, this is where the panels were divided. This is where the tube was divided into panels. You have this side and then the other side. So I'm going to be skipping that stitch right there. I'm going to be inserting my hook into this particular stitch, and that's where I'm going to start my work from. So like I said, this side of the work was done in half double crochet stitches. So I'm going to put in half double crochet stitches into all of the stitches until I get to the other side and show you all what we did right there. All right, so I'm going to be walking this off the camera. Then when I get back, I'm going to show you. All right, so I'm coming up on the, where the stitch markers end, right? and I have about 3 more stitches to go just before the stitch marker. Now remember that the stitch right before the stitch marker, I can't walk into that one because that is part of the arm sit. The arm is going to be sitting in there, so that's where my last stitch goes, and then I have to turn back around. So I'm gonna, chain up 2 as usual for a half double crochet work. But now because I'm slanting in, yeah, I'm slanting in, I'm not going to be working into this first stitch right here. I'm going to be working into this one. So I'm going to insert my stitch right there. I've created a slant. All right, that's it. And then I keep working towards the other end because, yeah, now I have a proper sit. As you can see it right there, that's the seat. So this is where your arm is going to be sitting. And then of course when I come back around, I'm maintaining whatever number of stitches this is. I've already taken out 1, 2, 3 and the fourth. So I've taken out 4 stitches already. First of all, the 4 that are here are seated, and then the other 4, because altogether is about 8 stitches, 4 here and 2 here, 2 here, 2 from here, 2 from here, and 4 from this point. So that means already I have lost 8 stitches, and then I'm going to have a very nice sit by the time I am done. All right, so I keep working this to the other end minus 1 stitch. Remember that since I skipped a stitch here, I'm going to have to skip a stitch at the other end. So yes, I'm going to go off and then come back show you. All right, so I'm coming up on the last 3 stitches of my work, right, of this row. So like I said, I'm going to work everything but the last stitch. So yeah, this is the 2 last stitches, and I'm going to work those 2 as one. So in order to work those 2 as one, you don't know how to do decreases in, this is a technique for decreasing half double crochet stitches. So yeah, done. So I chain up 2, and this time around, no decreases, no extra, nothing. I'm just going to maintain the number of stitches going all the way up towards the neckline, all the way up towards the neckline. At this point, the stitch markers at the seat of the arm are no longer necessary, so I'm going to take them off so that you can see clearly how that seat, the arm seat, works. Yeah, so yep, that's it right there. You know how clearly you can see that. I'm coming to lay it flat, but let me take out the stitch markers. All right, so like I said on this other side, so this is it. That's the arm seat right there. Okay, so the armhole. Yep, so this is what it forms. At the end of the day, there's going to be a joining from this part right here to whatever it is that comes out from this other end will be joined, and so you have that armhole right there. So 4 stitches unworked, and then 2 more stitches lost as we decreased on our way up. So yeah, that's it. That's it really. So this part right here now forms the armholes for this side, and then the armhole for the other side. So that's essentially how to divide your tubes into a back panel and a front panel, right? And like I said, I usually like to work my back panel up first because almost always the back panel is worked all the way to the neck, or walked up all the way to the neck. However, the front panel, that's where you decide what type of neckline you want. If you want a V neckline, if you want a round neckline, I have videos on all of that. So just in case you want a video on how to make a particular type of neckline, do ask in the comments. That's about it. Thank you so much for watching this tip and tutorial. Yeah, remember to subscribe, and bye for